Here's my thoughts and review on Playboi Carti's album, Music. After a week of listening to this album, I must say, that boy did it again. I've been enjoying the shit out of this album. I mean, like, bruh, I really haven't played anything else, like, since this came out. Like, this been my go-to every single time I get in the car, in the gym, or just whenever I just feel like listening to music. I've been throwing this motherfucker on. Just a fun album, bro. Like, and it's crazy how Carti can switch his style up every single time. You know, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, is that new style he have now, will it work for an album? I was really thinking about that because, you know, I had got so stuck and caught up into that whole lot of red era, you know, with all the rock shit and then, you know, the grungy voice and stuff like that. I was thinking, like, damn, maybe this style right here might not be enough for somebody like me. But hell no, like, I've been enjoying the shit. Matter of fact, I got a hot take, and I'm gonna say it at the end. But when I do the ranking for his discography, this shit here is not last. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. And that's the reason why it's selling so good and it's doing so good streaming wise or whatever, because it's more accessible for people. You know, more people can understand it and rock with it. Even people who not necessarily a fan of Carti and how he, you know, what he does or whatever. But with this album, it's that. Honestly, bro, damn, that went 30 for 30. I'm not gonna lie. That's a couple songs that I could have done without, like We Need All the Vibes with Young Thug. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we really needed that one. I know he probably put that on there just strictly from the fact that, you know, it had Young Thug on there. You know, people is checking to see what Young Thug is gonna be saying or what they want some new Young Thug music, you know what I'm saying? But we need a regular rap track from him and Young Thug. Like, we need a Chopper Won't Miss part 2 or something. I wasn't really vibing with that one like that. And he could have traded out a couple songs on here for some of those other songs that we really want from him, like the unreleased shit. He should have done that. Instead of dropping it after the album came out and shit like that, he should have dropped it like with the album. And features on here, I enjoyed all the features for the most part. I think everybody did their job, did that was supposed to do. I enjoyed Kendrick features. I enjoyed The Weeknd. I think that was one of the best songs on the album, actually. Future went crazy on Trim. Lil Uzi did his thing on the 2 songs they did. You know, Travis Scott with Travis. I'm not gonna lie, Travis Scott is like mandatory, you know, feature and shit like that. I don't really be looking forward to his features like that no more. But it was still cool though. I feel like everybody did their job. But let me get into some of the critiques of this album. First things first, it is not cohesive. It's not cohesive at all. I feel like some of these songs should have been placed a different way or in a different order. Like, you start the album out with Pop Out, and then the second song after that is Crush. I feel like a song like Ketamine should have came after Pop Out, or Evil Jordan, or, you know, Cocaine Noise or some shit. You know, Cocaine Noise, my bad. But yeah, like, it's not cohesive. It's not really cohesive. But Carti has never really been a cohesive album, you know what I'm saying, creator. So I really didn't expect that. But when I do my overall rating of this album, that got to be one of the points I got to take away from it. Second thing, them goddamn snares. Overdoing it with some of the snares on some of the songs. Like, I feel like, of course, Hood Bad did not need no snares on that song. Even Cardo said it himself, like, I did not add the snares to that song. You know what I'm saying? And some of these other songs, they just adding the snares in there. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. If you listen to the album, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was a little too much on some of the songs. They could have took that shit out. Some of them beats didn't need it at all. Swamp Izzo! I enjoyed the shit out of Swamp Izzo on this album, bro. I feel like he made this shit hype and gave me this type of vibe, you know, mixtape vibe and stuff like that. I know that was some people's gripes with this album. Oh, you know, we don't want to hear Swamp Izzo every 5 seconds yelling and like, nah, Swamp Izzo made that shit crunk. He made that shit hype. So I enjoyed the shit out of it. I think it was a good addition for this album. But overall, I give this album a light 9 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 out of 10. It's not a perfect album. It has some things that, it could be worked on or could have been tweaked. Um, but I highly enjoy it. Insane replay value. Probably gonna be. I won't say the album of the year for me because I'm still waiting on Kendrick and shit. But it's gonna be up there though for shit show. And I usually do a top 5 songs on every album review I do, but I can't do one for this one. Like there's so many songs that I could. So I'm gonna just leave that up in the air. And let me rank his albums real quick. I got Dalit #1, I Am Music #2, Whole Lot of Red #3, and Self-Titled #4. I know some people gonna be on my ass about that, about Self-Titled being the last one, but I'm sorry, bro. That's how my order gonna be for right now. I know it's a little early, but that's what I'm rolling with though.